Alonso has made no secret of his desire to complete the famous Triple Crown of victories in the Monaco GP, the Indianapolis 500 and Le Mans. He achieved Monaco's success in 2006 and 2007, and this year skipped the famous street race for a first assault on Indy, proving competitive but being forced out with engine failure. Live stream the Singapore GP on Fox Sports. Get your free 2-week Foxtel Now trial and start watching in minutes. Sign up now. Greater than split McLaren ditches Honda, will use Renault engines in 2018 FALLOUT. How McLaren-Honda divorce will reshape F1's next decade. Bold Ricciardo's confident prediction for Singapore success qualifying. Vettel springs surprise to steal Singapore pole for Ferrari, while the prospect of Alonso missing Monaco next year to race at Indy again is highly unlikely. Le Mans taking place on a free weekend for F1 does provide a clear opportunity for the Spaniard, as McLaren closes in on what is expected to be a one-year contract extension for Alonso. The team's executive director Zak Brown has made it clear that it is not against the two-time F1 champion racing at Le Mans with someone else. Le Mans 2018 is too early for McLaren, said Brown. We have our hands full with getting our F1 team back on track, but we have spoken about it Le Mans, and if it is something he would like to do, in the right circumstances, we would be open to that. McLaren took Alonso to the Indy 500 this year. Source: Getty Images. Brown was clear, however, that Alonso would only get the green light from McLaren if it did not risk hurting the team's prospects in F1. McLaren chiefs had dinner with Alonso in Singapore on Friday night as they continue negotiations to finalize a new contract. Brown said he was optimistic that talks were heading in the right way, and that Alonso would remain a highly paid asset. We are very close with Fernando, he said. He is very happy with the direction of the team in general, and he is one of the highest paid drivers in the sport. For us to retain him, he will continue to be one of the highest paid drivers in the sport. When asked if Alonso would have to take a pay cut now that Honda was not subsiding his wages, Brown said not necessarily. The big boys cost big money, pushed on whether committing to the mammoth $40 million fee Alonso has commanded for the past few years was realistic for McLaren. He said, we have very committed shareholders that want us to win races, and that is the mandate and remit they have given us, to do what it takes to win. We will work together to deal with the financials. We will ultimately come to whatever financial arrangement we need to. Eric Boulier has a good budget and we are spending more on capital expenditure. We are continuing to unleash money as he requests it, so we are not going to compromise our racing product. Toyota is open to talking to Alonso, pending a decision on its WEC future. Source: AFPONE. Le Mans contender has already put its hand up. Toyota would be open to talks with Alonso about a Le Mans 24 hours drive next year, should it continue in the World Endurance Championship. Team director Rob Lupin said Toyota was open to talking to top drivers from other series, and noted that technical director Pascal Vasselon had previously worked with Alonso. We are always interested in talking to top drivers, and Pascal has a good relationship with Fernando going back to his days with Michelin in F1. Lupin told Autosport, but we cannot say anything more than that, because too much is open right now. Toyota's LMP1 plans remain fluid for next year after the news of Porsche's withdrawal from the category was announced in July. It has stated that there will be no decision until October at the earliest, while it awaits further details of the future direction of P1 category. Forex with latest sports news in your inbox daily.